MotorWeek is made possible by Rock Auto, Tire Rack, and Die Hard. Your host for MotorWeek 93, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to MotorWeek 93. We're glad to have you with us. The term Grand Touring means many things, including luxury, comfort, and speed. Despite the fact that you see GT badges on everything from Fords to Toyotas, most car enthusiasts still consider European cars to be the only true Grand Tourers, especially cars like the latest and last version of Porsche's incredible 928 series, the 928 GTS. The 928, or Zuffenhausen ZR1, never really caught on with the Porsche buying public, so cash-strapped Porsche has decided to cancel it. But rather than let it slip quietly away, Porsche engineers built the GTS. They wanted one of their best yet least appreciated cars to go out with a bang and show all those that ignore it just what they'll be missing. And they'll be missing a lot, such as a 3,593-pound car that will cut 0 to 60 times under 6 seconds, and sharp yet friendly handling that puts many of its smaller, more popular contemporaries to shame. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. While the 928 was introduced in 1978, our first taste of its magic didn't come until 1983. Like many people, we were fascinated by its unique styling, which still turns heads today. And we quickly discovered it to be a serious driver's car, not some long-haul sporty coupe for pampered playboys. We followed its development through the S, S4, and GT models, watching its speed and power increase as handling became friendlier and more precise. The GTS is the final evolution of this theme, but displays few outward indications of the changes that make it the most formidable member of the 928 line. Wider rear fenders cover larger ZR-rated tires, which are mounted on new 17-inch 5-spoke alloy wheels. The only other changes are new mirrors, a reflective strip on the tail, and a body-color rear wing. Changes under the hood are big, however, with the all-aluminum 32-valve V8 being punched out to 5.4 liters. Horsepower is now 345, with torque up to a massive 369 pound-feet. And as we mentioned earlier, 0 to 60 times of 5.4 seconds. The quarter mile rips by in 13.9 seconds at 103 miles per hour. The engine is solid power, pulling hard through every gear of its firm 5-speed manual transmission, yet it still exhibits the high level of refinement that we expect from a top-quality German power plant. Refinement is also the watchword for the final 928's handling. It pushes gently into corners, holding its line far beyond the limits of its many more temperamental competitors. There's hardly a murmur from the solidly planted tail. Oversteer is smooth and predictable. Even the tight corners and high-speed banking of Pocono International Raceway's challenging south course could not upset the car's almost perfect manners. And Porsche's computer-controlled limited slip differential reduces wheel spin, allowing maximum power to reach the road. But the superb handling does exact a price. The damping rates that give the GTS such a wonderful feel in corners give the big Grand Tourer a firmer ride than some American drivers might like. Brakes have also been upgraded in the GTS, with the front end now carrying the same huge disc fitted to the 911 Turbo. They stopped the nearly 2-ton GTS from 60 in an average of only 110 feet. Standard ABS eliminates lockup and helps keep deceleration straight and true. While the 928 GTS's exterior may still stop traffic, the interior, so modern in the late 70s, is starting to look a little old. But that doesn't detract from the efficiency of its clean, simple dash, and timely updates like standard dual airbags have helped it keep pace with the competition. Large comprehensive gauges are another 928 plus, as are firm supportive bucket seats with optional power controls that encourage extended periods behind the wheel. We hope that the 928's combination of tilt wheel and instrument pod is an idea that will outlive the car. The automatic climate controls are relatively straightforward when compared to those of some other German cars. and the optional CD stereo with 160 watts and 10 speakers can even drown out the car's mighty V8. The rear seats were, and still are, in a word, useless, but they do fold down into a useful cargo shelf. A good thing, considering that while the GTS may be a very big car, it isn't exactly overflowing with luggage space. And sheer physical size isn't the 928 GTS's only large feature. The price is also substantial, a hefty $80,920, almost double that of the 928 we tested a decade ago. A Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, by comparison, will cost you a good $15,000 less, and with its 93 power boost to 405 horsepower, will easily match the Porsche's acceleration times. America's top sports car also offers the same superb handling that makes the 928 such a joy, but its styling is not distinctive enough from that of the standard Corvette for the price, and even the ZR1 can't match the exclusivity of the Porsche 928 name. A car like the Porsche 928 GTS can sometimes be hard to describe with words. It carries with it certain intangible qualities that must be experienced to be understood. Those who foolishly ignored this wonderful car for the last 14 years will probably never understand its special appeal. Who says that all true Porsches have to have the engine coming from behind? But those of us who have driven Germany's ultimate V8 GT, especially this last and best version, will never forget it.